me record this. Oops. I think expanding your network is like the most common thing that gets confusing because it's like, what do I do? So what I do, well, I do something different now. Facebook, so you'll kind of find that Facebook will be your jam, or like Instagram will kind of be your jam. I go in phases. So like Facebook is like the people I had been talking to for a long time is still there, but a lot of my new people are over on Instagram, and then I try to move them back to Facebook because I hate that you can't voice message on Instagram, and like the characters, you can only have was it 500? So like on my scripts, what I just barely had to do is I had to go and put a dash and like highlight how many characters, so I knew what I could copy and paste to Instagram.
Right.
It's frustrating because it won't even like cut it off. It'll just say message is too long. So
I had that problem.
That's what annoys me. I wish it would just try and then just cut you off.
Right.
It doesn't do that. So I actually pay for this company to expand my network on Instagram, but there's nothing for Facebook, but that's why my following grows so fast. But it's worth it to me because I don't want to do that.
Yeah, they did talk about the 4 vital behaviors. So we did go over, adding people.
Product to the product.
Yeah. Expanding a power hour.
Community?
What was that one?
Yeah.
What did you say? I didn't even hear you.
So product to the product. I just blanked out. PD,
expanding your network, and
then recognition, right?
Yeah.
Because they changed them. It was something different before. Okay.
Yeah, so they did talk about that part of it. So I've been doing that every day with the personal development, power hour.
Okay. So expanding your network, like through Facebook, this is what I do. A lot of times when you have suggested friends, if it has 10 or more mutual, then I'll just add them. But if they don't look like someone I would really want to talk to, like sometimes I'll scope out the profile. If their profile, you can see a lot of like political and just stuff I don't want to deal with, then I don't want that person. And so that's kind of how I'll start. And a lot of times, another thing you can do is if you have, so I have a list of like, these are like the people that I would want, like dream people. I love their positivity and like just people that are maybe already doing coaching stuff. So maybe I'll go to like their friends and see maybe they have people like them and then go add. But usually it's like, I won't do it unless there's at least 10 people mutual. I used to like do it a little bit higher, but now I've kind of like maxed out of that. So I've got to go to a little bit lower. And then if they don't accept you, whatever, and I just don't care,
Right.
Judd, no, do not do that. He's a devil. So that's how I expand. Or you can go to, if you have like mama groups or whatever, if there's people in there that you like to interact with, maybe start with one and then kind of do the same thing. So a lot of times I'll go to people's friends and just kind of look at their picture. Like, is that a person that looks like me? Like, do they look like someone that I would want to hang out with every day?
Right.
And it's always just trial and error, but that's kind of how you expand them. And then Judd, get out of the curtains. Gosh. The important thing to do is after like they've accepted your friend requests or whatever, you want to go and like and comment and just look at their stuff so you can interact with them. I know that a lot of times Jalen will share stuff in the thread and I'll forward it to myself. I don't know if I forwarded this. Let me see. That's another thing. If you guys ever like, I need to save this info. Hang on. If you ever like need to save some info, but you just are busy, I just forward it to myself in a message. So it'll just forward, and you kind of have to, it's weird, you have to search your name. So then I'll just forward it, and then I'll go through my name, and it's everything that I've ever saved.
That's nice.
I can go and do something with it later, but let's see. Let me see if I can find, because Becky is Jalen's assistant and she shared it with us this morning. It's in this thread somewhere. I should have forwarded it. Yeah, because she did it like 2 a.m. That's right. I remember that.
Because that's a random time to be up.
Yeah. I do a lot of things in the middle of the night because if it comes to my head, I'm like, I gotta hurry and do it.
That's true.
Okay, let's see. Bob, stop. He's so tired. I had to wake him up early from his nap to go to the studio. Okay, so she says when she sends a friend request and they've accepted, she says, I sent you a friend request. Hope that's not weird. I am an online health and fitness coach, so my passion is inspiring others and helping them become the best version of themselves. I try to surround myself with other positive, uplifting people, and you seem like someone that fit that description. Anyway, I just wanted to introduce myself. If you ever need help with anything health or fitness, or just want some positivity in your life, please feel free to reach out to me. I hope you have a great night. And then if she accepts a friend request, she just says, thank you. And so she'll personally message them. Thank you so much for your friend request. I am so excited to get to know you better. You seem like such a rad girl. And then she'll ask a question or something about what they saw on their page. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful night. So something like that. So I can, actually, I'll share it in the team page so we don't lose it. So that's kind of what she does when she's expanding hers, which I don't do that, which I think would be really smart because it already is like, you are now connected on Messenger. You might as well make something of it, you know?
Right.
So I think that would be a really smart thing to do. So, like, do you have any, does that help with how to expand?
Yeah, that does. I like the idea of sending messages too. I've been doing it on Instagram, and I'm just so not used to that yet because my profile used to be locked. Yeah, private. So now I'm like, this is so strange. But in the last week, I've 100 people have added me, which isn't a ton. But so I'm doing
a lot. That's a lot. Yeah. And especially when you're doing it yourself, because it can be exhausting doing it yourself. That's why I pay for this company to do it. I pay, let's see, it's like $99 a month. However, I've gotten like 7 or 8 discount coaches in the past 2 or 3 months from it. So it paid itself off. And I went from 1,200 followers to like 6,200. So, nice. And that was just March to now. So it grew a lot. And so to me, that was worth it. But I know there's a lot of other companies, like I kind of want to try some different ones, but for me, that's worth it. And it automatically sends a message. However, it does get exhausting because I'm always behind on messages, like 30 to 40 messages behind. And so my Instagram messages get really lost. That's why I always go back to Facebook because I have that automated thing. So I have to scroll for a long time to find messages that I've actually missed that are important. So it's just, I don't know. That's why I like Facebook messaging better. I have friends that like to do email instead. So it totally just depends on what your niche is.
Right.
Sorry, I'm just gonna lay him down. Okay. Well, hopefully that helps.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. Okay, marketing calendar. So this month, let me find it. This month is a little different. And I actually just made a new, okay, so these are my thoughts. And everyone can do what they want as far as 2B goes. So Alana has her group. Hi, Stacey. Alana has her group. And then, but you have to be a coach to be in there.
Right.
So then you have Micah that has a group that's like similar to Alana's, but I just don't know if there's going to be the same check-ins. Like, you know, a lot of times people get lost in that big community. So I made another 21-day group in the app today and just like went and put all the prep posts up to this point and then scheduled the rest out because so Micah just redid that, and I feel like the way that that's set up is really smart because it's talking about like coaching here and there. It's doing all the stuff that it's teaching these people, like you could do this if you wanted, and it's just smart. It's 21 days. It's good information. So I made one, and so I'm going to put all my 2B Mindset people in the app, and if they wanted to use it, they can. If they don't, that's great. But I always do like a 21-day group separate in the app, and then once like you've graduated from that, move over to the ongoing group because the 21-day group goes through the prep, it goes through all of it, starts you right, and then you can move over. Because before I used to just kind of put people in the ongoing group, and they're like, I don't know what to do, you know?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing. And then I'm working on a new welcome email because I just don't love the one I have, so that when people sign up, I can send them an email that's like, hey, welcome. If you need to cancel, if you need to this, do that, like here it is. This is how you do it. But, you know, all that. So those are my thoughts with the 2B Mindset launch. Oh, that's how I was doing. I was finding the calendar.
So there's not like an official group.
No,
like a challenge group, I guess.
No, and that's the thing is like Alana's group is not going to have check-ins. Right. And I think that that's really important. Like I think the information is good, but when I was in Autumn's group, I didn't really check in that much because I knew it was just a live video. So I just, you know, maybe a few days later I'd go look at it. Whereas I like the app because it is asking you questions and helping you grow in different ways. But I mean, maybe her group will be different, but it's only until June 3rd anyways. And then it's done. So maybe Micah's will be asking questions, but I don't want to put them in 2 Facebook groups because then I have people that don't even have Facebook. So I don't know. So let's see. So prep started for Alana. And then technically, oh, that's weird. So technically her group would start on the 14th, I guess. But it really
on Monday.
So I guess that's why I'm putting the 21 day. Like on the calendar it says, here, let me screen share this. Hey, get down. Hey, get down. Do not climb on that. Do not need to go to the hospital anymore. So bad. Okay. So like right here where it says this, in my head, that's just the 21-day group. Because I think we were going to do something different, and then we decided not to because of Micah's. Jalen and them did. So, but I actually still am doing 21-day because I also have people that only bought just the kit. Mm-hmm. And so I don't know how much Micah's Facebook group will be beneficial for just that. Like, I don't know. I've had people in the past tell me that they don't like a huge community to start, like hundreds of people, because then they just feel like this little ant, you know? They're not getting that attention. So I guess you could ask your people what they want to do.
So this is my thing now. I don't have any people.
You still can.
That's true. So that's one that, like, since I just announced that I was going to be a coach, do I just like do a post about that we're doing a challenge group? Like,
I would do.
That's kind of, I'm like, I just don't know where to go right now. Like,
so if you have like a transformation, a lot of times this is how you use, like, it's so weird because you're like, now what do I do? Like, am I supposed to talk to you? How do I talk to people? So a good way is to go to post a transformation post and then go back to anyone that liked it and say, and send a message. It's like, thank you so much for your support of my health journey. It means more than you know. Are you on a health journey as well? And that opens like the conversation. So then you can know, like, no, they're just there to support you, or maybe they actually did have questions. They're just kind of scared to ask.
Right.
How do you do that though?
What?
How do you do that without it feeling cheesy?
I think everything you just have to go for it. And everyone has their own like script. Some people will say, like Micah, she says, thanks so much for liking or supporting me on my health and fitness journey. Are you interested, or are you just showing some love? And to me, that feels weird. Like, I would never say that.
Yeah.
So, everyone has their own little thing that they say. And a lot of times I'll just make scripts of my own or take someone else's and tweak it to mine. And then that's just what I use. And that's me, you know, but everyone's is going to be just a little bit different. But it's never come back awkward when I thank someone. Like, thanks so much for supporting me on my journey. It means more than you know. Or you on a journey as well. You don't even have to say health journey. Like, you just say something and it'll at least open the conversation, or they'll be like, no, I enjoy being miserable. So.
So where I don't have like a transformation yet, would it just be like an emotional transformation, or should I use someone else's transformation?
I do emotional.
Okay.
Emotional or mental. And then you, like, a lot of times when I do other people's transformations, I rarely will post them. I'll do them in the stories.
Yeah.
The stories get more views anyways. Like, well, it depends. Like, there's a different, like, market. A lot of people that like my stuff don't see my story. Like,
right.
Really different. And I'm the same type of person. I like follow so many people to like create a following that I actually don't see a lot of posts, and so I don't scroll, but I'll watch stories because that's easier for me. Because that company is just following people to unfollow, and so I don't even know who I'm following half the time. But I have to, like, it has happened that they've unfollowed my friends. So I had to go on there and like, it's called a whitelist, so they won't unfollow. But then I'll see like, so-and-so's accepted your follow request. I'm like, hey, sorry, I don't know what happened. I didn't want to be like, this company I pay for, only following, they must have unfollowed me. Oh gosh, story of my life. So then on this night, so we're going to be in California, and we're going to go live from California and do this. So there won't be any technical difficulties for the coaching, the sneak into coaching. It's normally this week, but we moved it to this one since we're going to be down there. So we can be there. And a lot of times that creates a different energy too, because a lot of people are like, oh, I want to go on a retreat, you know? So we're going to do that down there. So when it's a sneak peek event, it's just good to try to be on if you have people, to try to keep commenting so they see that you're there. It makes a difference, because there's been times that I just can't because I am at the studio on Thursday nights, and a lot of times they are Thursdays, and when I'm not on, I can tell a difference. Just nothing happens. So that's that Thursday. Then the free group, well, it's a Facebook free group. These are like, we prep these days, kind of like a mini challenge group, and then we start and do it that week. And that'll be all on Facebook. And I just keep the same group, and I don't ever delete people out. Just keep them in there, because I don't want to go and be like, maybe they'll want to stay. Should I re-invite them? Or, you know, like, I just keep them in there. So then there's
that's for people like me who take a long time.
Yeah, well, and like sometimes people really didn't catch it the first time, you know, and so maybe they caught something the second time, and we'll try to switch it up. I try to switch up topics a little bit. A lot of times it's the same, but.
And we can just like, is it a free group for, like, is it your free group, or is it like the whole team?
So I created my own because I felt like my people were getting lost in Jalen's group, just because there's so many, and a lot of people do team up with her, and I don't want to, because I like to change up topics and I want to have a say in that, you know? And so mine is separate. Like, Ashley McClellan does her own, and then Jalen does her own. I think we're the only three that do our own. And then everyone else kind of does
our people can join yours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Typically, you'll join like your diamond upline until you're ready to do what you want.
Right.
But like, I started creating my own maybe a year ago, and I like it better. Just because, you know, you can, a lot of times in the week too, you can see what people are struggling with, and you can change it. Whereas like if you're in someone else's, you don't really have the say to change it up, you know?
Right.
What week is the non-beach body group? What's that? Micah.
Is that the one where you do just personal development or like you did just nutrition?
Oh, kind of stopped doing those. It was just a lot of work. I try to just incorporate those into the on-demand groups because it kind of got exhausting doing like 2 free groups a month. And I don't even know if we're really doing clean week that much. Like it just was a lot and not as many people engage into that. So a lot of times when I do free groups, I'll put like, this is how you sign up for on-demand. And if you want to be a part of the prizes, then you have to have on-demand or something like that. But then we'll change the focus. So like mindset we'll really tackle nutrition or something like that. But or occasionally I'll do like 3-day nutrition event or something, you know. It just, you don't want to create too much work for yourself because I've done that. It's not really that cool. It sucks. Especially when no one's in there responding. I mean, let's see. And then I think that's the majority of it. Let's see. So we're not doing a call that week. If you rank Emerald, you can be on this one. And I asked her about that recording for the new one. And she said she didn't know that it wasn't working because it did not work for me either.
Okay.
Because didn't yours say error?
Yeah.
Won't let me get on. And I think it's because, so there's a couple ways you can convert them. Like I convert mine into YouTube. Sometimes she'll convert hers into like the cloud. And so it stays into a Zoom file. But I always do a YouTube file. So maybe that's why. I'm not sure. Does the calendar make sense?
Yes. And I was looking at the written one, so this makes a lot more sense to see.
The one that she did?
Yeah.
I don't like that one. I am like so visual. I cannot look. Oh, hang on. Get out. Don't you dare. Oh, gosh, she climbs on everything. I do not do well with like a Google Doc calendar. Yeah. That visually is just like my eyes go cross-eyed. So this to me helps me because then the pink means this is what I'm inviting to and posting about or focusing on. Then I switch it up to yellow. So 2B launch is coming or whatever. You know, I'm going to focus and have the group start the 14th, the 21-day group.
Yeah.
And this goes into the sneak peek into coaching. And so like I do it like that because I need to know like, okay, what do I got to focus on? Like what I'm trying to, I don't want to be like inviting the 5 things at once, you know?
Right. So this is your calendar.
Yeah. It's like Jalen's is pretty much the same, but
it's just written out.
Yeah. And so the reason we've done the marketing calendars this way is because when you have a group technically starting here, but this is prep week, so you could still get them in here. This is helping you get to Success Club that first like 2 weeks of the month. So then that way you're not overwhelmed and you're just like doing your thing, you know. And then because they've been in this group, then you can invite, well, this is usually sneak peeks down here. So they've been a challenger for a little bit. Get some nice. So it just is lining you up for everything. And then when you have the free group that starts right here, then you can invite them to the next paid group and it's setting you up for Success Club to end the month and then starting you back over.
Got it.
So that's why the free group is right there. So it can help you here and there.
That makes sense. I was going to ask something. Oh, so that was with Success Club points. Is it only your personal sponsors or do the coach sponsors under you count towards you or your coach?
So you're personally sponsored, like if you sign discount coaches, those are your points and customers that buy a challenge pack. They're only challenge packs, except for actually, if someone just were to get Shakeology on Home Direct, then you get points for it. But then they can't get a discount. They have to buy a challenge pack at some point. or they have to pay the $40 plus that.
Right.
So like I get my points off of just me. So whatever I put in a share cart, that's me, regardless if it's customer or discount coach. When you sign 5 coaches in 30 days, doesn't matter which leg or whatever, as long as it's under you, you get $100 fast start bonus, I think. So for every 5, you get $100 fast start bonus. And then, so when you hit success, well, it used to be Success Club 5 because they had things for 1 point. Shakeology home direct orders were 1 point before. So technically it's 6, because you can't hit 5. But when you hit Success Club 5, you get free leads from Beachbody. You just don't get the commission off of their initial order. So if they ordered again, then you would get commission, whatever they ordered. So that's a good way to reach out to those leads, like a welcome email, like, hi, I'm your coach, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes I'll respond, sometimes I won't. Like, I've gotten a few people to respond, but don't really expect anything. And then when you hit Success Club 10, so 5 people, you get those leads plus leads from Shakeology. And you get the commission off their initial order. So if they buy a bag of Shakeology, like $150 or whatever, then you get the 25% commission off of that. And then if they stay on it, and they don't convert to a coach or whatever, then you get retail commission until they stop. But you can talk to them about converting and get a challenge back, you know? So hitting Success Club 10 is awesome because you get those leads. And especially when it's, you know, busy months. Like January, I got more leads than I did last month, I think. January and February. But it's just really good to have that because that's really helping you keep going, you know?
Right.
So,
well, it's definitely my goal, and I've said I'm going to get it every month. I am also very scared because I feel like 5 people in a month is a lot of people.
That's how I feel too.
Yeah.
So you only get, so you get other points though from other things, but it's mostly just the 5 people that will get you, right?
Mm-hmm. Which, in a sense, so say you add 10 people a day. Well, add 20 because maybe 10 will respond, right? Or you can start with 5. So say 5 times 5 days, 25, 50. So that's like 100 people a month that you add. So say you're inviting 5 people a day. You know, in the beginning, it will feel like, I don't have anyone to invite. And that's why you just expand a lot. And then you can invite. And that's when it's tricky. That's why you have to be strategic as far as like reaching out to people thanking you and then creating conversations. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Oh, I haven't upgraded. I wonder how much Pro is. Hang on. Oh, $14.99 per month. Okay, let me upgrade my account before it kicks us off. Zoom only gives you like a free 40 minutes. So then it kicks you all off. 100 participants. Okay. I just want to upgrade. How do I upgrade? Oh my gosh. I just want to pay. How do I pay? Freaking heck. Okay, sorry. I just do not want this to cut us off. You can ask me other questions too. I'm sorry. I can multitask.
I also feel like super lame. I told you, I'm like I am technology savvy, but I feel like, I don't know, is there like a list of apps and things that are helpful for, like you said, your scripts, how you have it written out? Like, I don't know, on my phone, I can't do like returns on Instagram. Like, sorry, not returns. Spaces, like enter. I can't do that on Instagram on my phone.
Oh,
things like that, or like
that when you're doing a post.
Yeah.
So
those are dumb things that I'm like,
no. So okay,
I totally fake that.
So when you're automatically doing stuff, you can't have a space after your period. So like if you double tap, it'll automatically do a period space, and then you have to backspace. The space like does not work. So then you have to go back to your period and then enter, and that's why I do a dash, because it does not separate your paragraphs. You can do whatever you want. You can do a star, 2 dashes, or whatever, but you have to get rid of the space after the period, and then you enter, and then you can put whatever. And I do mine in my notes first. I type my whole thing up my notes, read it a few times because I'm like grammar Nazi, and then I will attach it.
Okay.
That's what I do.
And is there an app that you can get that like you can schedule it to post at certain times, so you can write it up beforehand?
However, what they found is I don't even know what the app is. When you do that, it changes your algorithm, so not that many people see it.
Oh, okay.
So there's like apps that you can post with Facebook, and people don't see them typically because it's an app.
Right. And then this is also really dumb. Like, can you connect your Insta stories and your Facebook stories, or are those two completely different things?
No, you can connect them.
How do you do that?
It is.
It asks you if you want to, like in your list below, if you want to connect it to your Facebook.
Okay. I've never used Insta stories, guys. I'm like old. I don't know.
I never did either.
I'm brand new.
In a live video, like I would have died. I remember. Okay, when was it? We did the health bet. Is that when you started? Was the health bet, Caitlin?
I think so. Yeah.
So we were challenged to go live about the health bet, and I sat there in front of my phone for like 30 minutes because I was scared out of my mind to go live. And then after that I started doing Josh Coates's like groups, and once a week you have to go live. And I was like, oh my gosh. And now it's just like, nah, whatever. You know, who cares? So if it's being something you don't want, just go delete your video.
It's true. So the live video is what shows up on people's like the Insta, and they stay there for 24 hours.
The live video?
Well, on your Insta stories, are those the live videos?
Your whole story. So you can do 2 different things on Instagram. You can do a live video or your stories. The live video is the same, and it'll stay for 24 hours, but it's just not cut off. It's just you like doing the video, where the stories are like, what, 15 seconds or something?
15 seconds.
Yeah. So just depends on if you want to talk for 10 minutes, do a live video. If you just want to do a few things, just do a story.
Okay. I'll see if I can figure it out.
They're behind the scenes. So like your stories just kind of like solidify your posts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, and it gets people to know you, like if you're posting about your day, and you know, I'm home so much that I'm like, okay, I'd like need to just be posting about what we're doing at home and things, because sometimes I don't have my car, but I just haven't done it.
Well, and that's the thing, is when you're doing stories, a lot of people will comment, and then you create conversations.
Right.
Like that's why Insta stories are so good to watch, because you can create a conversation through watching instead of like commenting and then nothing happens. Whereas a story, you can be like, oh my goodness, that looks so fun. Where is that? And then maybe start a conversation, you know? So there's so many different things, and it's like, you don't want to get overwhelmed because there's literally like hundreds of different things and things that work differently for people. Hey, I'm on a call. Can you tell her to be quiet? I'm on a call. Can you tell her to be quiet? Who are these kids' parents? It's 9, 10, and they're not even like, babe. That's fine. Come inside. Don't you dare open those. You cannot have the bubbles inside. No. In the backyard. But it's dark. It's dark. She's had a rough day because we have this nest these birds created this nest in our barbecue. And so we went and opened it and we found 4 little baby birds. And so one bird fell out of the barbecue 2 days ago and was dying on the ground. So I went and got gloves. No, Art, it's dark. You can't see. You won't even see the bubbles. Too dark. So I went and got gloves and put it back. Then that same bird fell out of the nest to the back of the barbecue and the mom couldn't feed it. So I went and got my gloves and put it back. Well, we left the barbecue up and we came out this morning and I think a cat got to 2 of the baby birds because they were dead on the ground. You have to go look at my story because there's a video. The beak is it ripped off the head. And I didn't get it cleaned up before Ari went out there, so I had to tell her, okay, now these 2 birds, they went to heaven and died, and they're now with Jesus, and they are massacred. Oh gosh. So she's like, birds died? I'm like, they're dead. I'm sorry. I gotta throw them in the trash. Anyways.
So funny. And sad.
I know. Oh gosh. It's always eventful over here. Okay. Oh, Stacy, what week of the New Coach University are you on? Or what day? Or have you done it? Are you in there?
You invited, are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Okay. You invited me to 2. So I'm on day 4 or 5 in the first one, in the one you just invited me to. And then I'm on day 12.
Okay.
So I'm trying to keep up with all 3 groups I'm in.
You don't have to do, the only reason I did that was just in case you were so behind on the first one.
Yeah, which I was. So I was grateful. Okay. So just don't need to keep posting in the second one. I'm seriously posting 3 Shakeologies and 3 workouts a day.
Have you guys seen how often I remember to do mine? Even have reminders go off 3 times a day. I'm like, oh gosh, I need to remember. I just do not remember to check in there. And that's my list. I've got to be better. Every time I think about it, I just get sidetracked. What are you doing? Why don't you go get in the shower? Don't pick your nose. Don't. That's gross. And don't have any booger. Okay. Let's see. How to expand network. Negotiate marketing calendar. We talked about groups. What do you post?
What do I do with my people?
Oh yeah. Who do you have? Your mom?
Clint and yeah, my mom.
So Clint, you don't have to do you mean where to put them or?
Yeah, they're just in the Facebook one, right? With Ilana. What do I do?
You don't have so Keith is nothing. He doesn't do anything beach body period.
Okay.
So it just depends. If he wants to be in the groups, then we can add him in there. And then, or if he doesn't, Keith might start to be mindset. He literally has done nothing.
Clint's going to, so.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It makes such a difference. You can see successful people, when their spouses do it with them, it makes a difference. A Pop-Tart? Here, have a Pop-Tart.
Yeah, I'm still trying to convince Blake. I'm so are you going to get up and exercise?
No. I'm on, August will be 3 years, and he's worked out with me twice. Mommy. And it was 22-minute hardcore.
Mommy.
What? Well, I don't have a fork. Rice.
I did have, so with our, just our spouses and anyone else that we have as a discount coach, they have to have a before picture. That's only if they're
when you're getting to Success Club stuff.
Okay. That's what I thought.
They just won't give you leads if you don't have a before picture.
Right.
So, yeah, I think that's why Keith. No, I added one of Keith. I just added some random picture. I don't even know what it was. It was a pin, but I think as long as there's just something there, they just want to know you're like legit and you care.
Right. I need to go in and put like bios, I guess, for them too.
I didn't do that.
Okay.
I should have just put, I don't do anything. But yeah, so that's just for your leads. But you want to do it for yourself now because you'll never remember how to do it. Because I don't remember how to do it. And they've changed the website since I've done it, so everything's totally different now. But what else I was gonna say? What to post? Do you guys have? Let me see if we have it.
My notes out.
Where is that schedule? I wonder if I forwarded it to myself. Let's see.
Oh, and you also said something about a binder. Is that just like
something I'm supposed to mail to you? Mm-hmm.
Oh, good.
Printed off the cover photo. It says your name on it.
That's all. It's all good.
I need to go buy the binders. I keep forgetting. Well, actually, let's be honest. I haven't even been to the store this week, so we're just like trying to get sleep around here. Okay, where is that? Maybe I didn't save it. I will make this. I had one. Hang on. Because I was searching through files today and I found, I swore I had made one. I just use the Josh Coates posting schedule, which is, here, let me share my screen, but I gotta find where I gotta go first. You hungry?
I eat the Pop-Tart.
Okay.
The other thing that I am like kind of struggling with that I feel is I haven't like been able to watch a ton of the To Be Mindset videos because I've been doing Coaching University and all that stuff. So I feel like I'm kind of behind on the To Be Mindset. I know it hasn't officially started, and we didn't get paid till today, so I haven't had veggies or anything. So I've just started focusing on water.
No, I honestly, I watched till, I think I got to Plate It. I got through Plate It, but I haven't done the grocery store. I haven't done, is that yummy?
Yeah.
I haven't done like anything. And probably the best time to do those is because they're informational. It's just like when you're getting ready.
Okay, that's a good idea.
On.
Right. So I'm like, okay, I need to do my personal development and then my power hour, and then there's just a lot of stuff that I'm like, which one's the most important?
Like, I don't do that many trainings. Like, my trainings now are more like a 5 to 10 minute, like, daily something, you know? It's not like when I'll do like calls. On Tuesday, I have my mastermind call, but like, I don't do constant trainings. The beginning is just a lot to know.
Right. That makes sense. I think this is just a different scenario too, because this is the first time that there's been videos for part of the challenge group. Like, this is like the first time that that's happened where there's other videos that we have to watch besides just the training videos. So
yeah. Has anyone started it? Well, I know Casey has. Caitlin, you kind of have
started what?
Mindset.
I kind of have. I took my before pictures. I've been doing veggies. I've been trying to do veggies that I have in my house. I've been drinking my water. And I've been tracking my food, but not in my special tracker yet because I want to start on a Monday so that have it.
I was having that debate too.
What was that?
Having the debate of starting on a Monday, but I was like, oh, forget it. Thursdays will be my week, because when I start Mondays, my problem is, here, I'm going to pour it on your plate so you can have some, okay? My problem is I don't go grocery shopping Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah, that's true.
And so what's happened is I've had to go grocery shopping Sunday because I didn't plan anything.
Right.
And then I'm like ticked off because that's my day off. Like, I don't do that. You know, I wanted to stay at home. So I like to start on a weird day because then that gives me Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to go grocery shopping.
That's a good idea.
That's why I do it like different.
That's a
I
good
think
idea.
I used to go because I used to always go shopping on Wednesdays, but now it's usually like Tuesdays or, you know, but that gives me 3 days before, and then I can plan instead of like when it's Monday, you're like, well, I don't really want to go Friday night because usually I'm doing something, and then Saturday you're busy, and then Sunday you're with your family. So
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I always failed because I was never prepared. Okay, let me post. What are you doing up there? So this. Where did I put it? Here. So this is my tracker that I use for Josh Coat. So this is kind of like, I made it for us. I don't even know if I've updated it. I made it a while ago.
Mommy.
What? What? Say something.
Talk to me.
You're gonna have to wait. So these are just, I'm trying to move my Zoom, but I can't figure out how to move it because I can't see what I'm doing. There. Move that. Okay, I'll go like this.
My mommy.
What?
More.
Okay. So this would be, so I started it on, the reason I started it on Tuesdays is because my call with Josh was on Tuesdays and and that's what mine starts, and I didn't want to go and fix it all. So this is how he does his. So like what we do in his is like, say our weekly goal is we want to hit success goal 10, and we always want to shoot high. And then recruiting, say 5 coaches. So then you just go here and you would do, I did my workout, I did my Shakeology, and then a coaching breadcrumb post is just like, if it's payday, you can talk about maybe how that's changed your life, or maybe having some freedom, or the community, or just something related to it. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. And then engagement boost post would be like when people do.
More, mommy.
What?
I need more.
Oh my gosh. It would be like post a GIF of your favorite childhood TV show, or you know, just something that creates fun and engagement stuff. That would be an engagement boost post. And then this is having 20 new conversations, 10 invites, then tracking them, expanding your network, PD affirmations, and then write down your goals. So that's what we use. And maybe these goals are like really high, but it's more like a posting that I like. So this, so on Wednesdays, he has us do like a health and fitness post, and then we go live on Wednesdays, or Wednesdays don't work for me. I'm just way too busy. So mine are usually Thursdays. And then same thing, tracking all that. And then Thursday, back to coaching breadcrumb, and then engagement boost. Friday is like a progress pic, and then a lifestyle post. And then Saturday, workout, or you get to post 2 freebies. And then Sunday is like an opportunity post, so that's like a call to action. So anytime one of these, you can do a call to action when you're doing like a progress picture. You can do like a call to action to a challenge group with it. I was making sure that they were like closed. A lot of times they'll like walk by in their towels up the stairs. So these are things that you can follow, and we used to say posting 3 times a day is like the best. Honestly, I've gotten lazy and I don't post in the morning. I just don't. I'm never like awake and have something happening. Like by the time I've worked out, it's probably like noon, you know. Every day is just different. So 2 times are just fine, and you'll find there's a different time that will work for you. about this. So summers might be different. So maybe a little bit later is a good time for you to get a lot of traction. Middle of the day posts usually aren't the greatest for me. Just depends on what it is. Transformation pictures always at night on like Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, maybe a Sunday. So it just kind of depends. Like everyone's gonna have like that different time. Like I know Ashley McClellan's prime time is 8:30. Mine's usually between 8 and 8:30. But sometimes I can't do it at that time, you know? So that's why a lot of times I'll have stuff pre-planned. So like, be careful, okay? If I have a transformation post, like whatever I'm going to post with it, I've already typed up like hours before. So when I want to post it, it's just ready to go. And here's the other thing. If you think of something immaculate that you want to post and you're like, oh, this would be so great. And you just want to let it out, type it up in your notes, but don't post it until you're ready. Like, because your energy will be so different if you try to recreate that and like typing it out 5 hours later, I promise. And it won't come across the same thing. Like when you have that energy, and there's a lot of times that I will like have all this energy and type it up, and when I actually post it, I'm pissed off because something else happened in life. And I'm really glad I typed it up earlier because it would have come across totally different, you know?
Right.
So I have things on my notes all the time, just if I ever wanted to share that or whatever, then it's just there.
See, I totally should have done that today. I was reading The Miracle Morning, and it talked about like live your life with a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, I'm going to write about that tonight. And I'm like, I should have written it right then. I'm going to do that.
It's true. And because a lot of times it'll be like, I'll do it later, but at least jot down what you're feeling or something, because it's
Right.
so different. Like it comes across completely different, because every time what happens, if I don't prepare, 8:30 is bedtime, and I get really frustrated when she's not listening. And so then my energy is so ornery, and I'm just like, oh, you know, and then a lot of times, like when that happens, I won't post anything because I'm like, it's not worth it. I'm ornery. I will not be the person that I want to be, you know?
Right.
It's so weird how that happens.
So do we have that form?
Yes, this is on here. Let's see. I will go right here and I will tag you all. I will pin it to I'll pin it to the team page. How about that?
To your team page?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I can leave that other group, correct, now that I'm in the Emeralds?
The new one? New
Thread?
coach group?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can leave that thread. Okay. It is pinned. Okay. And then I'll make a graphic too, so that maybe you could save it on your phone if you wanted. Just a quick, like, what could I post, you know? And you don't have to do that. It's just a nice guideline, and it's smart how it is, because like making sure you hit everything that you want to hit without overdoing it. You know?
Mine have just been completely random.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And a
mine
lot of
hasn't.
times mine are totally random. But I always pray, please let something happen funny today, or have something great happen. Let's end up in the ER. How about that? Just kidding. So
What did you say?
let's end up in the ER. It's always eventful. I swear. There's this kid that he's been trying to get us hooked up with life insurance. I am not kidding. Every time he's called or tried to set something up, I've either forgot. I don't even know how I just forget. I forget phone appointments like it's not even funny. I probably forgot 4 phone appointments with him. Or something's happened, we're in the hospital, or had to run to the doctor or something like that. Not kidding. Like last week, Ari hit her head Thursday night. She cut her head open Friday. Judd grabbed a razor Saturday. They were both sick Sunday. We were in the ER Monday. I'm like, and the kid was trying to call me at each time. I'm like, I'm sorry, we're at the hospital again. We're at the care. yeah.
He's like, you really need life insurance.
Yeah, well, and then the time before that, I was supposed to have an appointment with him, and that's when I had to run in and get my IUD out. I'm like, sorry, I just at the doctor. Had to get my IUD out. I had an infection. I'm like, oh my gosh. So yes, eventful. Yep.
What is that?
What's what?
What is that?
That's just funny.
No.
Huh?
No.
Mhm. You see her?
Kind of.
She say hi.
Hi.
Yeah. Oh, we had to like hide today. We bought a new fridge and then I sold one on KSL. But yeah, we had to hide because someone told me they were coming at 1:00 and they never came, and she didn't. Yeah. And then okay, you can talk. Sorry.
Hi.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Okay, can I talk now?
No, let me talk. Hey, what's hide? What's hide?
She's telling me we had to hide today. Okay, let mommy finish telling the story, okay? So they're supposed to be here at 1. Nothing. She told me they were on poly time. I'm like, okay, well, a little bit after 1 is just fine. Well, 1:30, nothing. 1:45, nothing. And I'm like, okay, this is getting frustrating. You haven't paid me. Are you going to stand me up or what are you going to do? So at 2:05, I texted her. I'm like, are you guys coming? Like, what's happening? And how are you going to pay? Like, trying to figure that out. Nothing. I'm like, okay. 2:45, someone calls and said they'll give me a $50 deposit to hold it tonight or tomorrow. I'm like, okay. So he sends me $50. 5 minutes later, the people show up at my door. The police. And I was like, Ari, we are not home. And so Judd was luckily asleep, and we were literally on my bed, dead silent. We did not move. I was like, do not move. And we sat there for 20 minutes pretending that we were at home. And so the lady had tried to call me, and I had already texted her and said, sorry, you weren't here. Now 3:00, 2 hours later. So I told her someone else came and picked it up already because I was like, I'm not dealing with this. And she was like, sorry, I just saw this on my phone. Like, I was at work. I'm like, I don't think you saw, but like, it's not yours. So yeah. Ari and I sat and hid for like 20 minutes today. I'm like, don't move a muscle. I hate KSL. Oh my gosh, don't do it. It's terrible. It's so awkward. But anyways, Kate, are there any other things that like you're like really struggling with? And I know we can do one-on-ones and stuff, but there's so much to know. So don't feel overwhelmed. And I'm sure maybe it takes you through. Does it take you through the back office training? Does it show you that stuff?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I wonder if it does. If it doesn't, maybe I'll do a video about it.
And that's different from the other website with trainings, correct?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
She's created a website just for trainings that go after the 2 weeks.
Okay.
It's like my Inspiration Dream Team or team or something like that.
Yeah.
So
it was they like had a link to that, so we're already should be joined it, but
yeah.
Oh,
you want to get down? Okay, how about you get down first and then I'll hand that to you. We don't need to spell that. Okay. So yeah, it's different. And the back office, when they made it, the back office has changed a lot in the last 6 months. Completely different. Like I still don't even know. It's just Judd up in the shower. He's just up in the shower. Run upstairs and get in the shower. Okay? Run upstairs. What? No, you don't need to sit in my lap. Just go upstairs and get in the shower. So now things are a lot different, like where you find stuff. So maybe I'll do a video because I don't know if she has one. And I don't, because the website is not updated like the 2-week one is. her website trainings. So because I tried to find your placement that I could not find, even on YouTube, an updated, anyone had made one. There was not a single one. And then my Zoom wouldn't work, so that's why I had a video on my phone. But there isn't one. So maybe I'll just do one myself now that my Zoom's working. He's in the shower. Gosh, just say that every day. What is that? What is that? I'm like, I already told you 20 times. So let me write this down. I'll forget. Video about back office. Is there any other thing that you wish you had a video about?
Not that I can think of right now.
Yeah. My mind is a little overwhelmed.
It's okay. That's normal. Well, and it's a lot to know. Like, it's starting a new job along with everything else that you've already doing.
Yeah.
You know? Oh my gosh. Stop. Get out there. So, okay. Anything else? I remember. I don't think so. Yeah, that was good. I think that clarified a lot. Because there's a lot, like, yeah. Did I send you guys the script that Bryn uses for mindset, the TV mindset launch? And I took out the third option because
I did too.
I don't know. Like, I had someone initially be like, oh yeah, I want the third option. And I'm like, well, dang it. Because I just, like, yeah, it's great. But that's more for, like, someone that's already had stuff or maybe already has on demand or, you know. And so I took it out. And then anyone that, like, complains about price, like, completely, I'll just be like, there is an option. You can just buy the program. However, you don't get into a group or you don't get any, it's not that great of a deal, what I put. So yeah. I'll send that after, but I won't send it until we've, like, gone through a few objections. And when they're like, absolutely not, you know, then, okay, I'll send that. Because I did have someone purchase today, but she was flat out honest. Like, I like the gym. I don't like to do videos. And so I was like, okay, that makes sense. And she's like, I don't like shakes. That's not my thing. I'm like, okay. So then I told her about it. And then I just said, hey, I just want to double check and make sure that you don't want to be in the coach group so that you can have access to the creator. I was like, I know that you said you didn't like shakes, but this is how you get in there. And she's like, no, I don't want to. And so I was like, okay, whatever. But just, you know, as long as you come around it like genuine, they're not going to get upset about it.
Right.
You know? But yeah, I took that third option out because I don't know. It's like saying, do you want half the workout? That's what I feel. Like, do you want some of them or do you want all of them? You know? I don't know.
Birdies.
Three birdies. What happened to the birds? What happened?
He did.
They're dead.
He did. Birdie dead.
They're dead. Absolutely. They're mangled. Okay. If you can think of anything else, let me know. I'm going to make a lot of videos tomorrow. We're not.
They're my birdies.
Yeah. Because we're not going anywhere. I got to, like, get ready. I have to pick out outfits for the kids for next week. So, you know, you can't trust a man on their outfits. Keith has put some weird clothes on them. So, we good?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm going to stop.